to the Jonathan Ross Show. Let's take a look and see who's in my green room tonight. You won't believe this, but it's been 25 years since my first guest got together, but they've announced that they're calling it a night with one last album and one last tour. They're going to be chatting and performing at the end of the show. It's Boyzone, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are back. Also on the programme tonight is one of the biggest stars to ever come out of Hounslow. You might know him as the Bombay Becks, a.k.a. Hairy Spice, a.k.a. Chabuddy G. That's a good-looking man right there. Good to have you here, Chabuds. My next guest has brought us some of the most memorable TV moments of the last few years. She's the face of Big Brother and The Voice. It's the fabulous Emma Willis. I'm so thrilled you're here. And finally, we've got one of the biggest female stars on television. Plot twist, she's actually a man. It's Mrs. Brown himself, Brendan O'Carroll. That's alarming. Now, before we get to that, it's not often we get philosophical here, but I'd like to quote one of the greatest thinkers of our time, who said that life is a roller coaster. You just got to ride it. And my favourite meditation, you say it best when you say nothing at all. Come on, Ronan, it's only words. Right? But we're being philosophical because there was a report out this week which revealed the top signs that you've reached middle age. And I'm dreading it. I mean, it's a way off. But... I was going to run them by Boyzone because, frankly, you're quite optimistically named, it has to be said.
Yeah. Thank you.
Emma, you're far too young for this. Of course you are. Brendan, you're far too old. Chabuddy, though, it's hard to work out. How old are you?
I've got a bit of a vague kind of thing. I could be anywhere between the age of 22 and 53.
Wow.
You know what they say? They say black don't crack and beige don't age.
Beige don't age. That's pretty good. That's words to live and go by. Well, apparently, according to this report, here's one of the first signs you're reaching middle age. The first sign is trying to be cool in front of your children's friends. Rumour that I find that excruciating. I would say true dat fam, because that gets me bare vexed blood. You get me, Shane? Here's another sign, realising you're older than most musicians you like. And Brendan, I know for a fact that you feel like that because you're sitting next to, right now, your second favourite band. I'm sorry Westlife couldn't be here for you, Brendan. Yeah. And finally, here's one. Checking for grey hair and wrinkles. I'll be honest with you, I recently found a grey hair, and it was worrying because it was in a kebab. Now, this week I saw a video online that's really inspired me to get fit. You know, when you think maybe you should get back in the gym and you see something that's just the inspiration I needed. Well, this one's done it for me, and maybe it'll do it for you as well. Have a look at this. This is how you should approach working out. Good idea. That is the way to do it. OK, shall we get my first guest out, ladies and gentlemen? Some incredible statistics here for you. They've had 5 UK #1 albums, 17 top 5 UK singles. That's a reminder of some of their biggest hits.
Take your heart away, no matter what they call us, however they attack. Baby, if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine.
The amazing Boyzone! Coming out, fellas. Come on, sit down. It is super exciting to have you back on the couch. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Incredible, just looking at those clips and seeing, I mean, over the years, obviously, you're all pretty young when you started. 25 years. It's amazing to think you've been together for 25 years. What were you doing when you first got together with your lives? What did you think the future held for you before you became Boyzone?
I was in school, so I was 16 years of age. I hadn't got a clue, really. We went for the auditions and got lucky enough to end up in the band. And the first year, we were travelling around in a transit van, just doing nightclubs, hoping for something to happen. And we got lucky, I guess. There was loads of other bands like us. We went on the Smash Hits tour and so on. And there was loads of pop bands trying to be the next big thing. And we got lucky in the right place, right time, with the right song.
Shane, you were going to be a mechanic, is that right?
I worked for my dad, lucky enough, he had his own business, car mechanic, workshop, all that. And yeah, I was kind of going down the road of taking over the family business, and that's kind of what my life was going to be set on. I never was destined to be a entertainer, performer, or anything like.
Mikey?
I was a qualified mechanic. I had just gotten my green card for America. I had ambitions of joining the US Marines, but music was always in my mind, and I knew that that would ultimately be the career that I chose.
It sounds like you're the one who regrets joining the band. I mean,
No, I'm much happier I got into the band than went to the US Marines, trust me.
Oh, yeah, but can you join the Marines if you're not American?
If you're in a boy band? No, I'm not sure.
What about you, Keith?
I knew I was going to be a pop star.
Yeah. So, kicking off about 25 years ago, as we've said, what are your fondest memories of that? I mean, do you have strong memories, or are there periods where you can't remember much? Was it too much of a blur? Or
It was a bit of a blur, yeah. I mean, the 90s were magic. It was a brilliant time for us. You know, you named off the #1s there and the hit singles, but the experiences that we had, it was crazy. The rooms that we played in, like arenas, stadiums, and singing with people like Pavarotti, and mad. You just never would have imagined it at 16 years of age.
Shane, do you have any memories?
I remember nothing. You know, it's funny.
That's real, though. You don't remember a lot, do you?
I enjoy coming and sitting and listening to these stories. It's like the fourth time. Yeah, it's all quite a blur for some reason. I don't know.
Shane, why is that though? Is it because you caned it harder than anyone else, or is it just you just don't hold on to the thoughts very well? What is it?
You know, I think I like to think forward and not back. Maybe that's what it is. You know?
Like your hat.
Yellow my pat on the back.
The Pavarotti deal, you know, that was a big thing, as you said, an amazing thing, and it almost didn't happen, didn't it? Because I think when you were all kind of exhausted, you were not keen on going.
Well, we got off stage in Dublin. We played the RDS, which was, to date, was our biggest show. And we all went home. We got up the next morning. Pavarotti sent a plane for us to fly us to Modena for the Pavarotti and Friends gig. So we arrived in the airport, and it was a banger. This thing was an absolute wreck.
So not a good...
No, it was a wreck.
It actually didn't look safe?
No, it didn't look safe.
A rust bucket.
It was a rust bucket.
Really bad.
It was fine. I went on it.
He went on it.
It was hungover.
So only one of you got on the plane?
Listen, the plane was fine. They had hangovers. They didn't want to travel.
No.
So did you get there and see the plane, though, and then turn around?
Yeah.
Yes, we were
So
at
you saw
the
the
airport,
plane?
we saw the plane, and we decided no way were we getting on that plane.
It was a banger.
Shane, do you remember seeing a plane?
I don't remember the airport, let alone a plane.
So, Keith, you got on it?
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing about
the thing is, you're going to say what I'm going to say
I
about...
have no idea. You haven't said it yet.
Well, I'll say it. The thing is, a couple of weeks later... I'm telling it now.
Oh, boys, don't break up now. You're just about to do your retirement.
A couple of weeks later, maybe a month or so, that actual plane crashed.
Well, thanks for lightening the mood.
Good news.
There you go. We were glad that we didn't get on it in the end.
That's not what I was going to say.
No.
No, you were going to say something different.
I was going
What were
to
you
say...
going to say?
Well, no, because the thing was, right, we didn't know about this gig. We had no idea about this gig. We hadn't had any time off. It was the last gig of a tour, a world tour. We were all knackered tired. We had a holiday booked to go on, and Louis came into the dressing room the night before we went on stage in Dublin and said, lads, you can't go on your holiday tomorrow. You have to go to Modena to perform with Pavarotti. And we all went, oh, we're knackered. We need a break. But you don't turn down Pavarotti.
No.
Right, so... But then we found out the flight the next day was only for a sound check. The actual gig wasn't until a day later than that. So the boys kind of thought, let's call this plane a banger and not go until the next day.
It was a banger,
right? So I went thinking, I'll get over there, I'll have a good sleep. You know, we had a good party after the last night. It was our last night on tour.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit hungover the next day. I had a couple, you know those little bottles of wine they give you on the plane?
Oh, I know.
I had a few of them to kind of settle my nerves and stuff like that because it was such a nice plane. Remember back then, like we were going over to perform no matter what, and Ronan and Stephen sang the lead verses of No Matter What, right? So we get over there anyway. I get picked up at the airport, brought to my hotel. I say, great, get into the hotel room, get into bed, and I think I'm going to sleep until the boys get here tomorrow. And then there's a knock at the door. I'm going, who's that? So I go up to the door, I go, hello, Mr. Keith? Yes, Mr. Pavarotti waits for you now. I said, what? For what? To sound check. I went, ah! That's Ronan Stevens' job!
Yeah, the singers.
I get down to this huge, big kind of place, you know, and there's Luciano Pavarotti standing on stage, greeting me, hello.
Oh, it's
you know,
amazing.
and no matter what starts, I don't even know the words.
But the best part, right? The best part, Jonathan. We all arrived the next day, and Duster's on his own, wandering around backstage, and he says to me, oh, thank God you're here, Ro. I says, yeah, no problem. And he says, I know we're doing a gig with Pavarotti, but who's this Luciano bloke they keep talking about?
Well, we've got a clip of that Luciani bloke with you guys singing. Have a look. It is amazing.
No matter who they are, no matter where they live, no matter how they judge us, I'll be everyone you need.
No matter if the sun don't shine,
The sun don't shine,
if the skies are blue,
the skies are
Dopo un momento buio di luce splenderà.
What a voice. Amazing. Amazing moment, mate. I mean,
What a voice.
yeah. An amazing moment. I just wish you could remember it, Shane. And so, you know, the other thing that occurred to me when you were talking, telling the story about Pavarotti, and then we saw the clip, of course, you see Stephen with you.
Yeah.
Stephen, and I mean, he died way too young, and it was just terribly, terribly sad, of course. And it must be, I would have thought, quite strange for you now to say that, you know, we're saying goodbye to the band, and he's not part of it anymore. That must be a difficult thing for you.
Well, we always look at it that he is part of it, to be honest. You know, when the four of us are together, he's very much in the room. We always make sure that we respect his memory by keeping it alive and everything that we try to do. And even with the new album that's coming out now on the 16th of November, there's a song on the album that Stephen sings on, which is quite amazing for us.
So you have, so he's on one of
Yes,
the
he
newer
is.
tracks.
He's involved in the farewell process, yeah. In fact, we were very lucky that it came about. A producer that Stephen had worked with roughly 17 years ago had found this old tape with a song on it that he recorded, and it made the album. So, you know, we're delighted that that surfaced at this
Well,
time.
that is a lovely... Bear in mind, this is, at the moment at least, you're saying this will be your last album. What
Yeah.
a lovely
Yeah.
way to end with
It's
him.
a great
as
way
part
to
of
end
that.
it. It's the last track on the album, which is a nice thing to do. And then when we go on tour, we have so much great footage of Steele. So, you know, we get to show that footage, and his vocals will be part of the tour. Like Duster says, you know, when the four of us are together, we feel like he's in the room. So it's a celebration of his life as well.
What about the fans? Because they were particularly devoted and somewhat obsessive. How persistent were the fans in trying to get hold of you?
There was one in particular.
Oh, very-
we came out of a
yeah,
venue
yeah.
one time,
That's a good-
and we were in one of these, whatever vehicle we were in, it had a big spare wheel on the back of the car. They were running after us as we were driving down the
And
road.
screaming, I guess.
Screaming their heads off. And as we drove away, the screams were lesser and lesser and lesser, but one scream was still the same volume.
Can I just jump in? At this time, I was thinking, God, she's a good runner.
Screaming.
God, she's fast.
We looked back and she was hanging onto the spare wheel, still screaming. But unfortunately, we went around a bend, and as we went around the bend, she flew off the back of the car, and the scream just went. We stopped. She was grand. We stopped.
Oh, she was fine.
She was grand.
So here's the thing. The album is out November the 16th. This is it. Boyzone, thank you and good night. The tour starts next January.
It does, yeah.
20th January. And then for most of the year, or what is it?
Up till October, really,
Yeah.
thereabouts.
All the way through the
World
summer.
tour.
And so now, and do you know what you're going to do with your time? Once the tour's over, have you got... Obviously, there'll be a break afterwards, but, you know, you're still comparatively young men. I mean, for you, still, does the Marines beckon, or...
No. I'm kind of sorry I said that now. I shouldn't have told you. I shouldn't have been so truthful.
Search for the hero inside yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Do the best you can. OK, well, the song is Because you're going to do it at the end of the show. I'm really looking forward to hearing you do live. Boyzone, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away, because, as I said, Boyzone performing live right here in the studio at the end of the show. And in a minute, I'll be chatting to Chabuddy G. See you after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Boyzone are still right here, but let's get my next guest out. It's hard to pigeonhole him. He's an entrepreneur, he manages a garage band, and he was also a nightclub owner. But here he is in the BBC series People Just Do Nothing, introducing himself in his own words.
Obviously, when you hear the name Chabuddy G, certain emotions come to your mind. You know, what do you think? Sex symbol. That's a taken. But then if you go further into that, Chabuddy G, style icon. This is not by accident. People ask me, what does the G stand for? I tell them, Gucci, girls, girth.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, it's Chabuddy G. Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Here the boys.
Lad. Bloody lad. Absolute lad, mate.
Chabuddy, well, looking good, Chabuddy. Good, looking good.
Yeah, hold on, I can't actually see anything, but...
OK, can you take those off?
I mean, I look good, but I couldn't see a bloody thing.
Yeah. So you just said in that clip there, the G stands for girls, Gucci, girth.
Girth.
But what does the G actually stand for? What is your name, Chabuddy?
Don't worry about that, it's next.
But no, I just wondered what it was.
I mean, look, a name is just a name, you know what I mean? And also, like, you know, Home Office might be watching,
OK.
so just...
OK.
Gotcha.
Catch me if you can, you know what I mean?
Now, you're a manager. I've got some facts about you. You're the manager of a pirate radio, Corrupt FM.
FM, yeah.
There you are.
Look at the girth on that.
Yeah. That's impressive.
Very wide stance.
Yeah. Have you ever managed a band, though? I mean, would you...
Well, I was actually going to say, you know, lads, I'm a big fan, you know. And Boyzone, obviously, legends. Legends, you know this, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you are, you know, you're getting on a bit. So I'm thinking, if you are going to have a rebrand, don't go, rebrand yourself. Think about it. Man Zone. OK? Yeah. And you sing about, like, you know, like, kind of like, I don't know, like, back problems and... your fans have grown up now. They've grown up, haven't they?
Yes, they've grown up with them.
Jonathan knows, you know what I mean? And I think you can... Yeah, Jonathan Ross. Jonathan. You like that? It's a bit more exotic, isn't it?
Yeah, I like
Jonathan.
it. I like your whole appearance. I mean, I feel kind of a kinship to you. I mean, I like your style, Chabuddy, I must say that.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, the shoes are obviously leopard print, halal as well.
It must be hard getting halal leopard skin.
You can get it. If you want some, I can do kosher as well. I don't discriminate. You know?
You compare yourself to various big business figures, don't you?
Well, I mean, I have influenced a lot of entrepreneurs in my time. Let me tell you. Can I regale you a story? A tale?
Please.
OK, so picture the scene. You lot will know because you're pretty old. It was 1992, yeah? I'm driving on my Merc, yeah, lowered, car phone, yeah? Gangster.
Yeah.
Got a couple of Polish stunners in the back.
Yeah.
Cruising down, yeah, killing it in Hounslow, yeah? This little geezer, little boy runs up to me. Oh, Chabuddy, how can I be an entrepreneur like you? And I went, put the window down, had my shades on like that, went like that, and I went, put the window. I said, listen, mate, yeah, get those dried bean stains off your top, get yourself a suit, and grow yourself a girthy moustache, yeah? That boy grew up to be Sir Alan Sugar, host of The Apprentice.
I think mathematically...
Don't worry about mathematically, it happened. The thing is, he's Alan Sugar, but I'm Alan Brown Sugar. Go on.
I see what you did there.
You like that? Banter, isn't it?
Chabuddy has a book of advice out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's out the 1st of November. Well,
Why are you laughing?
I gotta get this copy.
I mean, that's rude, Mikey, I'll be honest with you.
I'm sorry.
Come on, mate. I'm an author now.
I mean, you should get it. Chapter 1, How to Be a Marine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all in here.
Will you sign one for him?
Chabuddy G, How to Be a Man, Eat Like Me, Dress Like Me, Love Like Me, Smell Like Me. Have you given advice much in the past, Chabuddy, or is this a new area for you?
I mean, I've always been a bit of an agony auntie, you know, agony uncle, auntie, whatever you want. Now, gender is very fluid. It's very fluid now.
Yeah,
you know?
you have to be, yeah.
But this is literally like a guide on how to be a man.
Yeah.
And I mean, these days, what is a man? A man is many things, you know? We're not just big, you know, when you look at me, I'm a proper girthy alpha male, like all of us, bloody lads. But I have a sensitive side, Jonathan, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a millennial man. I'm a fighter, I'm a lover, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a culinary expert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you give dating advice as well?
I'll give dating advice, yeah.
Give me some... What would you give to a young person, a young man, say, who's going on a date for the first time? What advice would you give him? How does he make that work?
Okay. Very important. I would say, listen, mate, always smell good. I'll tell you for why. The first hole you penetrate is her nostril.
Wow.
You got a point.
I mean, you can't...
I don't mean literally.
Yeah. And you can't argue with the logic there. I just don't know whether...
It's a tiny hole, but I'm not talking literally.
Yeah, OK. Is there, well, presumably, with this level of success and knowing what you do, there must be a lady in your life.
I mean, believe it or not, ladies, I'm actually single. Player like me, I know. I know. No, I used to have an ex-wife. Her name was Aldona. She was a Polish standard. I like my Eastern Europeans. That's why I'm fuming about Brexit, to be honest. But yeah, there she is. That was when I didn't have my hair. We had a whirlwind romance, but unfortunately, she ended up leaving me and actually stealing my Mercedes.
Wow.
And my foot spa. So she broke my heart. But you know what, Aldona? Which camera? That one. Okay. You, Ford.
Yeah.
Aldona, you broke my heart. You stole my Merc. You stole my foot spa. It was a bloody good foot spa. Yeah? But look at me now, you bloody cow. I'm an author and I'm here with Jonathan Ross. I'm bloody Boyzone. So who's laughing now?
That's serving him right back up, right there.
And I'm not. And she's a bloody cow, and I'm not bitter. I'm totally over her. I'm doing just fine, and I'm completely over her, the absolute cow. I'm fine. I'm thriving, in fact. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. I'm not having a breakdown.
You've accepted it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not having a breakdown.
Chabuddy, if the book sales go well, I mean, you talk fondly of Hounslow.
Yeah, big up Hounslow, West London.
But if it goes well, are you going to move out of Hounslow? Would you buy yourself somewhere else?
I'll keep it real, mate. I'll keep it real. I'll tell you what I'll do, yeah? I'll build a bloody palace in Hounslow.
Wow. Where do you live in Hounslow at the moment?
I'm all over the place. I mean, technically, I'm kind of living in my van at the moment. Right. So I'm literally...
your
my van. So, okay, so I was going to talk about... Van. I have a bit of problems with... You know how you have with the R's? I have a problem with the V's and the W's. Look, man, I feel you. So I find V's and W's very hard to say. So one of the hardest words in the English language for me is Volkswagen.
Yeah.
And Volvo's pretty easy, nightmare as well.
I'm the same with Ferrero Rocher.
There we go.
I'm not horrible. It's one of my favourite chocolates, but I just can't ever buy it.
Yeah. I feel your pain, brother.
Yeah. What's this? You have a thing you do, the smolder. What is this?
So, you know, you lot heard of the kind of a model look. You know, when models do, they look, you know? And you know, he's a gorgeous bastard.
He's a good-looking man.
He's doing it just naturally. You know what I mean? The smolder is a combination of a model look, but it's also a way to get the ladies. So let me show you, okay? My eyelids are literally going to invert now. Okay, watch. Better with the glasses. So you kind of go up to a girl and go, hey, what's up, baby? Chabuddy G.
Yeah, when you turn it on, it really works.
It's so sexy, it almost hurts my face doing it.
I mean, it's quite painful to look at.
Yeah?
Is the lips a thing as well?
Yeah, they go get the...
Yeah,
the power.
Have you had much success with that?
No, never. One day it will, though.
You keep trying.
Listen, I'm an eternal optimist. You know what I mean?
Never give up.
Never give up, mate.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Chabuddy, it's great to have you on the show. I'm looking forward to... I'm looking forward to reading this. I mean, I've browsed through it. I've cherry-picked some of the advice.
Thank you.
Haven't found much of it useful yet, but I'm sure...
You'll get there.
It will come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got, obviously, the show, the documentary that I'm from is called People Just For Nothing.
Oh, yeah, and that's coming back here in November, isn't it, sometime?
November, it's the last series, you know what I mean? And
I mean, you perform as well, don't you? You are a performer?
I'm in everything, mate. I'm everything. Name it, I'm everything. What do you want?
Dancer?
I could do it all, mate. You heard about twerking?
Well, yeah, I have heard about it.
I do a thing called front twerking, which is just the gusset. And it's very subtle. I'm doing it now.
There's a vibration there.
It releases a scent to the ladies. And then you combine that with the smolder, and it's very powerful.
Yeah. Wow. Chabuddy G, ladies and gentlemen. A force of nature. Still to come, I'll be chatting to Emma Willis and Brendan O'Callaghan. We've got Boyzone playing live at the end of the show. See you after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. Let's get my next guest out here. She's the presenter of The Voice here on ITV and Big Brother over on Channel 5. It is the fabulous Emma Willis, ladies and gentlemen. Emma, it's great to have you on. I've become a huge fan of yours on TV. I really have.
You've become?
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah.
I liked you, but when there was something you did recently on Channel 5 on Big Brother, and you handled a difficult interview so well, but you doing Big Brother, were you a fan before you got offered that job?
Obsessive. I've never missed one episode in 19 series.
Wow, that is...
Every single one. From the very first episode in the year 2000, I've watched it all the way through.
Because at the moment, the regular Big Brother's on, and it's
Yes.
a great series. I'm loving it. But the Celebrity Big Brother, there was that moment with Roxanne Pallett, who was from Emma Down and various other shows, and Ryan Thomas. Well, can you tell us, remind us what happened, what played out on screen?
Well, they were a very tactile house, and there was lots of kind of training together and boxing and play fighting and everybody seemingly getting on. And then Ryan walked past her one day and kind of did a little shuffle around her, which looked like, you know, most people, well, kind of everybody, I think, was like, oh, it's nothing. And then all of a sudden she walked into the bedroom and started talking to Big Brother on a microphone saying, oh, he really hurt me. Oh, he really hurt me. Can you call me to the diary room? And then she goes into the diary room, breaks down and said, I feel like I've been attacked.
Yeah.
It was like watching a soap opera. The way it unravelled was just baffling, really.
Well, the awkward thing is, of course, though, is if that hadn't been on camera...
Yeah.
And her word or her version of events had been taken as is, then that would have been career-ending for that man.
100%.
Or certainly life-changing in a major way.
And that was, I think, what was so hard watching it, is you could see him crumbling and his tears in the diary room and him just being baffled as to what was going on.
But it was really, at times, excruciating to watch. It was so painful to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm still watching. I'm a genuine fan. I love the show. I've very rarely missed a series. There was a...
Very rarely.
Well, I missed one or two because, you know, I do have a life. But, I mean, it's like... you know, I mean...
Did you see when Shane was in?
Yeah, I did see when Shane was in.
I don't remember it.
Yeah. Keith, you were in as well, weren't you?
Yeah,
But you went in. But you went in when it was for charity, when it was like for comic relief, wasn't it? Yeah. That was. But you must remember some of it.
Do you know, I think it was one of the hardest shows I ever did. Funny enough.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know my mind was going to go there, but I kind of treated it like a 1 month live interview. So I was broken after. I was real tired mentally after.
Did you not find it hard, Keith?
No, I had a great time. There was
you
food, there was drink, there was a roof over my head.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Yeah. But you were drinking quite heavily there, weren't you?
No, the same as usual.
I've been watching Emma on Big Brother for years and met her a couple of times. And that particular interview that you did with Roxanne was such a minefield, but you thread through it so carefully and so brilliantly that it was fascinating. Well done. And
Thanks.
Yeah.
I started that. Have you ever interviewed anyone who served in the American military? Let me ask you about the new thing that you're doing. There's a show called Emma Willis delivering babies on W Channel. Now, this isn't like... it's not like Deliveroo. She doesn't turn up with one. This is... You worked actually in a maternity ward.
I did. I went and trained. Can I just say, I'm not helping to deliver babies because I'm not qualified.
No.
But I have always wanted to do it. And the only way I could get into that environment was by training to be a maternity care assistant. So that's what I did.
Did your mum work in maternity wards or in hospitals?
Yes, my mum was an MCA, or an auxiliary, as they were called then, for about 15 years on the maternity ward of the hospital I was born in. And then she worked in... she was a theatre assistant for another 25 years. So it's been around me my whole life, and that's what I thought I would do.
And did you... I mean, I am imagining that you found it quite fulfilling.
Incredibly fulfilling. We were there for almost 3 months.
And what sort of hours did you work? Did you work like the same
Full-time.
shifts? So you were there full-time for 3 months?
Yeah, 4 days a week.
Oh, wow.
Either 13-hour shifts or 8-hour shifts.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long after you started going in at that level, how long did you wait until the first baby was born?
It was a couple of weeks before I saw my first birth.
Must have been a pretty lovely moment.
It was incredible. It was a home birth as well. And this lovely woman with 2 boys was having another little boy and literally just said, come and be a part of it and experience it and show what it is like to have a home birth.
Yeah.
And I was literally just on the floor, well, rubbing this woman's back to start with for a while, and then they went, OK, baby's coming, come and have a look. And I was just like...
I mean,
watching and just lost it.
Can I just say as well that I think what you're doing is brilliant as well. I'm a complete feminist. I love women. And also, I love mums. We love mums, right? And let me tell you something. I'm a single guy. I only go for mums.
Wow.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I like a woman who's sexually experienced and just a little bit fed up. Put it in there.
I imagine after only 5 minutes with you, they're fed up, aren't they? Emma, this show, Emma Willis Delivering Babies, it's on the W Channel on Monday nights at 10 p.m. and it's just a really lovely and a very unexpected kind of show. Have a look at this.
You just kind of sit back and go, what incredible women, what an incredible job.
Push now, push, come on.
That was when my mission to deliver babies began.
Emma's been given a unique opportunity to find out just what it takes to work on the front line of a busy maternity unit.
If you're going to do something like this, you have to do it properly.
At a time when there is a national shortage of midwives, Emma will immerse herself on the ward for 10 weeks, supporting the team.
I just wanted to see if we could get some contractions going.
She will share the pressures,
For the emergency. Where is it?
the fears,
Your heart is going.
Yeah.
It's coming out, it's coming out.
and the joys
I've even been written up on the board.
You're a dad! It's a girl!
of delivering babies.
Well done, you.
Amazing. Don't they look amazing? Yeah. It's an amazing show.
I love it. I love it.
Did it make you feel like you wanted to have more?
Initially, I got very broody because it was little babies. They smell amazing and they're cute and you just want to cuddle them, but that's not your job, so you have to put them back again. Get her out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And then you come in a couple of days later and you see that knackered mum and sore nipples and, you know,
Beautiful.
bits hurt. And the sleepless nights, and you go, do you know what? I've got 3 crackers.
The reality, there's the reality right there. As well
yeah.
as it's a beautiful thing, of course it is. It's on the W Channel on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Don't miss it. Emma Willis, ladies and gentlemen. Still to come on the show, we've got Mrs. Brown himself, Brendan O'Callaghan, and Boyzone performing right here in the studio. See you after the break. Welcome back. Let's get my next guest out. He is the man behind Mrs. Brown. And this is amazing. His Christmas shows are regularly watched by over 9 million viewers. Let's have a look at him as her in action.
Two sprays. Mark dropped in the glue for you, love. I can't get me legs open. madness. It's 35 years too late for that. No, Winnie, seriously. My legs are stuck together. Come on, help me get them apart. Get them up. Hold on now. Winnie! Winnie! They're fucking falling!
Let's meet the man underneath the wig. It's Brendan O'Carroll, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's go. Great to have you here. Come and sit down. Brendan, I don't want to make assumptions before we talk about Mrs. Brown, of course, but you must know some of Boyzone already, I would have thought.
No. Who? Never met them, no. Yes, of course, I know them all. Particularly Kate. I know Kate probably better than anybody else.
And you've been in Mrs. Brown's voice as well,
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
In the original.
All the originals, yeah.
Yeah, back when we were doing it ourselves in black and white.
Wow.
Brown played a taxi driver in it.
Wow.
Shane can't remember it, and Mikey was a Marine.
Here's the amazing thing, I mean, because it seemed to me and to many of us here, I think, in Britain, that when the show appeared, it seemed to come out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, obviously it didn't.
Yeah. It'd been a long road to success. I mean, you'd been working on show business for a long time.
I started Mrs. Brown on the radio. What it was a radio DJ. He had this afternoon show, and he fancied himself as a bit of kind of Steve Wright in the afternoon. So we used to get fellas in who were, you know, currently gigging, just to read wacky notes, you know, crap. So he brought me in to do this, to record it. We're sitting in the studio, and I'm going through it, and he must have saw me going, and he said, "What?" I said, "Well, it's just not funny." And he said, "Well, okay, well, you think it can be funnier?" I said, "Fuck yeah." So we put on the mic, I said, "Let it roll." So I did things like, you know, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to talk tonight, especially about diarrhea. I'm a member of the Diarrhea Association," and I said, "Oh, excuse me a second." So afterwards, we had a cup of coffee, and I had my agent with me at the time, and he said to me, he said, "Wow," he said, "that was really fun, I really enjoyed it." He said, "I'm looking for something quirky for the afternoon." So I'm just off the top of my head, I said, "Well, I'm writing a soap opera, a comedy soap opera, yeah, 5 minutes, you know, 5 days a week. Fully great on radio." He said, "Really, are you?" And my agent went, "Are you?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'd love to see it." And my agent said, "I'd love to fucking see it." So, went home, wrote the first 5 episodes, and I had an actress booked to play Mrs. Brown. And she got a kidney infection and couldn't come in, and I'd already paid the studio.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll record everything, and I'll do her lines, and when she's well, I'll dub her voice in. So then, just to give the lads a lift, I did a "Hello, nice to see you. Come inside and sit down, you dirty little bastard." Voice. And when I got to the edit, then the editor said to me, who's the actress playing Mrs. Brown?" I said, "It's me." He said, "You got to keep that voice," and that was it.
But you know what's so weird is when I first saw the show, I genuinely thought you were a woman. I mean, I really did. I thought Mrs. Brown was, you know, a woman playing this part.
Well, obviously, you're a very sick man.
Yeah. But is that common, or am I really...
No, we've had a couple of people up to the... Sadly, you know, a couple of elderly gentlemen up to the door, and they've had flowers and...
Oh, no.
Yeah, and they wanted to ask her... I know, but we've never, ever said, you know, "It's a man, you dope." We've never done that. What the security staff do is they say, well, she actually, as soon as she gets off the stage, she goes straight home.
Yeah.
But I will make sure she gets the flowers, and they go, "Oh, thank you very much."
How many dates have you been on as a result of this?
5 or 6.
Mrs. Brown is going from strength to strength, but here's the exciting thing. Brendan is hosting the show as himself.
Yeah, that was it.
And now this is a big, I mean, it's a major step in a way from you to walk away from that character. Not completely, of course.
Yeah.
But it must be weird for you being in a studio not in that outfit.
It was weird. We happened to do it in the studio that we do Mrs. Brown in. So going out into that studio without my high heels and my tits and felt really weird. Felt a little bit vulnerable for a bit, but only for the first hour. But after that, it was cool. It was great.
It's a great idea for a show. It's a very different kind of quiz show. It's a comedy quiz show, but tell me how it works with the audience.
Well, the idea was that we didn't want to have celebrity panels. We'd have one of each, 2 captains, probably family, or certainly out of Mrs. Brown's family, and then we pick the rest out of the audience. So the audience come in, they don't know who's going to be called up.
Yeah.
We call them up, and then we present them with a set of facts. For instance, Winston Churchill Sr., when Winston Churchill was a boy, he took him on holiday to Scotland. And when they were in Scotland, young Winston fell into a lake, and he was drowning. He had actually gone under for the 3rd time, and a local farmer, pulled him out of the lake, pumped him, got the water out of his lungs, and got him breathing again, and saved his life. So the next day, Winston Sr. went up to the farmer's house and said, look, I'd like to reward you. And he said, I don't want a reward. That's what a decent person would do. And he said, well, please, let me do something. And he looked past the farmer and saw the farmer's son and said, I would like to give your son the same education that I'm giving my son. Wow. So the farmer said, OK, that's fair. So the kid went on, and the kid went on, got an education, a full education, and went on to invent or discover penicillin. Oh. And the first time penicillin was ever used was on young Winston Churchill years and years later. When he had an infection.
Is that true?
No. But it's fucking interesting.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
And the whole point of the show is that. The whole point of the show is that you offer people facts and you offer them, non-facts, and they pick one. And usually what happens is a non-fact like that gets more traction than the truth.
But you found some real characters in the audience.
Oh, God, we had some, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're going to show a clip now. It's called For Fact's Sake. It's kind of a Mrs. Brown kind of reference.
Well, it is, yeah. For fact's sake.
Yeah. And there's this guy in the audience, so the person you've got him out to be on the panel, and he seems to be obsessed in facts about animals.
Oh, just the guy, the zoologist.
Yeah.
He was weird.
Yeah.
But fun.
Well, have a look at this. It's For Fact's Sake. It's on Monday nights on BBC One. Look at this.
Brendan?
Yes?
Have you ever in your life studied the mating habits of hyenas?
Why the fuck would I be studying the mating habits of a hyena? Maybe they're the same as me. Or, my wife, when we're making love, she goes, ha, 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 ha.
All I'm saying is it's very, very difficult to sex spotted hyenas. The female has a pseudo-penis. It's actually an elongated clitoris. So
We're on the BBC! You can't say elongated anything! And especially not fucking clitoris!
He has a point. What a character.
It was special. It was special.
Yeah. But you must love doing it. Is it more fun doing that than doing Mr. Brown? It must be like less palaver involved.
I love doing the quiz. I love doing the questions. Jenny, my wife Jenny says that, you are so loving it up there. Yeah. Swinging on your chair.
Yeah.
In control.
You're married, of course, but she plays your daughter on Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Yeah, I know, it gets weird.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of weird.
If you want to see us at home, who's your mummy? Who's your mummy? Yeah. But it's fun. It's great fun.
And you live in Florida, don't you?
Yeah.
And now, so do you get back to Isla Much? Do you visit Isla Much?
We got the musical coming up. Mrs. Brown's Boys, the musical starts in March, so we'll be dropping back weekends between venues.
Have you written the musical yet? You got the musical starting next year.
It's so funny. It's no, I haven't written it yet. No.
Oh.
But I have. It's just about ready to go. Yeah, it starts in March. I'm really looking forward to it.
OK, all right. How hard is it to make yourself up to look like Mrs. Brown?
It takes me 5 minutes.
Is that quick?
5 minutes, boom.
OK. But and you shave the moustache off, though, presumably, when you're doing it?
Well, of course I do. Otherwise, I'd look like my mother.
Yeah. But I was wondering, so if I was to ask you to make me look like Mrs. Brown, would you better do that?
Right, well, you've got the tits, so we can start there, yeah. the rest is downhill.
So I think we've got a wig.
You have the stuff. Yeah.
OK, so...
OK. Have you got makeup? Oh, yeah, there are.
OK, so I'll turn round, and Brendan, you can work your magic.
OK.
OK. Hang on, no. Oh, your balls are so hot. OK.
OK.
Is that your penis I'm feeling now as well?
No, it's the lipstick. Okay, yeah. Now I want you to hold still. This is important.
OK. OK.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Brown.
Oh, that's horrible.
Very good.
Will you join me in saying thank you to Boyzone, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, Chabuddy, Emma Willis, and the fabulous Brendan O'Carroll. Thank you, Brendan. Amazing. It just looks like I normally look. And I'm going to ask Boyzone to head on over and get ready to perform. Boyzone are going to perform live for us, ladies and gentlemen.
You know that. I'll stand behind you and do the right. You know that?
Should we try that? OK. Let's do this end bit together.
OK. We'll be back next week, but now, because... I can't see
You're adding bits of you going... I don't know when you're going to... Look, put your hand on my hand and give me a touch when you're going to do a... OK, ready?
We'll be back next week, but now because it's Boyzone.
I don't question how the world works when it's working out for me. I'm in love with someone beautiful, so wonderful you won't believe. Don't ask me when our worlds collided. Roll the dice and see. I know what I believe. I love just because. You're mine just because. I feel just because. It's real just because. It hurts just because. It works just because. When I hear anybody ask me why it does, I say just because. I found my love beside a southern pearl. She found a love beside of me. Summer days she wears a sundress, never looking better. I'm heading way out of my league. When I fell for her, oh, I tried to hide it, couldn't fight it. Now I know that she believes. I love just because. You're mine just because. I feel just because. It's real just because. It hurts just because. It works just because. And when I hear anybody ask me why it does, I say just because. 'Cause she loves, 'cause she smiles, sense of humor's running wild. 'Cause she makes me dream about when she's walking down the aisle. 'Cause she hurts, 'cause she cries, 'cause she meets me in the night. So if you ask me why, I say just because. You're mine just because. I feel just because. It's real just because. It hurts just because. It works just because. And when I hear anybody ask me why it does, I say just because. You're mine just because. I feel just because. It's real just because. It hurts just because. It works just because. When I hear anybody ask me why it does, I say just because. I say just because.